Hey everybody, Jay here.
Sean here.
And today we're reviewing a new title on Netflix called The Occupant. Or at least that's what it's called in English. It is a dubbed film.
Yes, it is.
And you know what? Netflix continues just dumping really miserable movies on us.
It's true.
Like there's just no, we maybe need like some light and airiness, and they're all doom and gloom on Netflix lately. I don't know what's up with them. But The Occupant is super doom, super gloom.
Yes, it is.
So the movie is about two things really: the fragility of the male ego and the entitlement of the rich white man.
I buy that.
Yeah. So, I mean, this guy is in his middle age, perhaps even his late middle age.
Yeah, he's applying for jobs and he's being told he's too old.
He's too experienced.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's lost his job. We meet him when he's already lost his job, and it seems already been out of work for some time. He's applying for positions that are well below his qualifications, and he's not finding anything anywhere. And increasingly insulted about it. You know, other people in his position are accepting internships, and he does not feel like he should have to start over at this point in his career. So he has to eat some humble pie and move his family to a less luxurious apartment. He's supposed to be selling his car.
Yes, he is.
But he holds on to that.
He goes another way.
Than he should. Now his wife does her part. She gets like a cleaning job in a retail store, it looks like. And instead of being like, hey, maybe I should do that too, just to, you know, contribute to the family finances, he belittles her for it and tells her she smells of bleach. Just really nice stuff. And whether his downfall is affecting his temperament or whether he was always just a really terrible person, he also seems to bully his son quite a lot.
He does.
So even though the movie is maybe asking us to feel sorry for him, it's also making it impossible to feel sorry for this guy who is a jerk.
I hope it's not asking us to feel sorry for him.
Well, we didn't.
No.
So here's what you need to know if you want to give this movie a try, and I know it's hard right now, there's not a lot of titles coming out on Netflix, and this is one of the new ones. You know, it's not happy.
No.
It's a little bit slow. It's not uninteresting. But basically he becomes weird about, he stalks really the family who has moved into his old apartment. And he really, like, his sense of entitlement is so much that he just can't believe that they're, like, that they would even deserve this. And he still believes that he deserves it. And then things just spiral. They snowball. Stuff gets real bad real quick.
It does. Real bad. Ways you won't even see coming.
Yeah, and I have to say, for me, that was a failing of the movie. I just felt like it gets so out of hand, and you're like, really? Like we know so little about this guy, and then he just goes
agreed
crazy
it's
white
crazy.
Male.
Yeah.
and
there's
I don't know. I don't
real...
think they deserved it. They didn't earn it, really. They didn't really show how this motivation was changing. Like it really slid downhill so quickly with very little attention to character or anything. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah,
it went off the rails.
You're absolutely right. They didn't, I mean, maybe you couldn't have earned this. Maybe there's no
justifying it, of course. You're right about that. There is no justifying it, but it also just can't come out of the blue. Like he's not even snapping. He's just suddenly a psychopath.
Yeah.
Which, you know, to go from hardworking family man to psychopath in the time it takes you to sell a BMW in the want ads,
Yeah, it should be a longer trip.
It should be a lot. Yeah, they're like, pray that there are a few more stops on that ramp down, because nobody sees it coming. You know, nobody sees it coming.
No.
So it's really hard to recommend a movie like that.
I was unsatisfied at the end of the movie.
Well, yeah, unsatisfied at the end of the movie is putting it lightly. I think I was angry at the end of the movie.
That's maybe a better way to put it.
I guess, I mean, right now we just want to be able to count on each other. You know, it's hard times, and maybe we need things to be a little more optimistic about human nature than this movie is.
I think so, and there's nothing wrong with wanting that out of entertainment, especially, you know, not every movie has to have a happy ending, but let's have some more happy endings right now.
You know, I don't mind having a good cry at stuff, but like this movie was not just not a happy ending, it's not a solid ending, it's not a satisfying ending.
No.
You know, when you blow things crazy, you know, what we think out of the arc of a normal story, you know, then you need a big solid finish. And this is like a petering, a really unsatisfying petering. So, you know, it starts off okay and you're sort of buying it, you're going along and you're not really liking this guy, but then suddenly you're hating this guy, and then there's no like reward for having gone through kind of a miserable experience. And I think we want that. When you punish us as an audience, we want to come away with something. And this movie really does not leave you with much.
No. So basically, you can do better.
Yeah. I mean, really, I know it's new, but it's not worth it. Watch an old favorite. Watch a comedy that made you giggle as a kid. Show your kids a movie that you watched as a kid. Really, I don't know. This is just not a movie we need right now. And I would argue ever. You know, it's not just that I want cheering up. I just want a better movie, and I deserve a better movie. And Netflix, you gotta step up.
I agree.
Well, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye.